Children, as we have already learned about simple tenses, today we are going to learn about continuous tenses. What do you mean by continuous tenses? The continuous tenses shows an action that is, was, or will be in progress at a certain time. The continuous tense is formed with the to be verb plus ing form of the verb. So let us start about continuous tense. Continuous tense are of three types: present continuous tense, past continuous tense, and future continuous tense. First, we talk about present continuous tense. Now, where to use present continuous tense? When we talk about an action that happen right now, the actions that are happening right now means they are in progressive form. They are in continuous form. So, it is called present continuous tense. For example, I am teaching and you are listening to me. Someone is talking outside. A mobile phone is ringing. Sometimes when we talk about something that is happening these days but not necessary right now, so they are in continuity form, in regular form. For example, you are studying at the Faculty of Economics. Let us see the structure, how to frame present continuous tense sentence. First, we have to use, when we start any sentence, when we begin a sentence, we use subject. So, subject can either be pronoun or noun. Then, we should add to be verb in present tense. And then, ing in first form of verb. So, the structure can be formed in that way. I, which is followed by am. Sing is the first form of verb plus ing. That will become singing. So, I am singing. Second, you are playing. He is dancing. She is smoking. It is barking. We are learning. They are watching. So, all these are the present continuous tense. We have to see the subject. First, if the subject is in singular form, like he, she, it, then we have to use to be verb is. And then first form of verb plus ing. If the subject in plural form, like we, they, and you, then we use are and first form of verb plus ing. Now here there are some rules. You can see get becomes getting. So it sounds as double. So double T should be added and then ing. Sit, sitting, skip, skipping, swim, swimming. In the second box, you can see lie and die. There are two words which ends with ie. So ie change into y and then we use ing. So the spelling become for lie lying. That is lying. Die becomes dying. And in the last box, you can see the words which ends with e. We have to remove those e and use ing. Take becomes taking, make, making, shake, shaking. Now, let us learn about past continuous tense. So, past continuous tense can be used to describe an action that was in progress at a specific time in the past. For example, Mary was working at 10 yesterday. Now here Mary is a singular subject. With singular subject we are using to be verb, past to be verb as was. And then first form of verb ing. That becomes working. And it also used to talk about an action that was in progress when a second action happened. For example, I was studying when the fire alarm went off. Now the structure for past continuous tense, again in subject, the sentence starts with subject. I have written here about pronouns, but we can use nouns also in place of pronouns. So I, he, she, it. With these pronouns, with these subject, we use was, and with you, we and they, we use were. And that is followed by first form of verb plus ing. Here, I have given you two types of examples. In first example, this is an interrogative sentence. And in second example, this is a simple statement, a simple sentence. So, when we write a simple sentence, that always starts with subject. But in interrogative sentence, subject comes in middle of the sentence. Like, what were you doing at 12 o'clock yesterday? Here the subject is you. And before you, we use to be verb. So you is the plural form and we use were with you. And after subject, that is you, we use verb plus ing. And in simple sentence, the simple sentence always starts with subject. So I is the subject here. Then I is followed by was, because this is the first person, and have is the first form of verb. We use ing with it. That becomes having. I was having lunch. Now, let us learn about future continuous tense. Future continuous tense expresses an activity that will be taking place at a time in the future, that is in the coming period. The future continuous tense can also be formed with the help of shall for I and we, although it is more common to use will for all nouns and pronouns. So, whatever the subject we are using in the sentence, we commonly use will with them. But future continuous tense can also be formed with the help of shall also. Instead of will we can use shall, but with the subject I and we. For example, I shall be reading a book all days next week. She will be meeting her friend at 6 on Friday. So, the structure for framing future continuous tense is subject plus will or shall plus be plus first form of verb ing and then of course object to make the sentence more meaningful. And don't forget to insert full stop, because without full stop sentence is not completed. So here I have given you one example. I have written in place of subject you. You is the subject here. Then with you I use will. That is the future tense. And be should be followed. That means continuous, in a continuous form. So will be watching. Watch is the first form of verb and I use ing with it. Then the object is TV on Sunday. So the sentence completes like this: you will be watching TV on Sunday. Thank you.